Hello, we are live from one of the most beautiful hills in Kampala, and that is Mbuya Hill. Big thanks to my friends, the communications team of Our Lady of Africa, Mbuya, who enable us to do these streams live. Thank you very much to our executive producer, Mr. Josman Lutwa, who is always working behind the scenes. And thank you very much to my producer right here, Mr. James Ogwang. This is UG Athletics, and today we are taking a look at Team Uganda that is participating in the World Cross Country Championships tomorrow. Tomorrow in Australia, Bathurst. I hope I got the pronunciation right. Some places are not very easy for me to pronounce. My name is Francis Onyango, and today I am unfortunately alone because my colleague Mildred is busy doing other things. Big ups to her also because she's not here physically, but we have discussed all the content and that we're going to bring. In the build-up to the competition that is going to happen in Australia tomorrow, we were very blessed, and thanks to the Uganda Athletics Federation that enabled us go to Kapchorwa and interact a little bit with mainly the team officials that were preparing for the World Cross Country Championships, which happens tomorrow. We are going to bring you some interviews, and we're going to bring you some pictures of you know what happened in Kapchorwa, and then we'll leave it for you to watch tomorrow. Look for the stream. I'm certain World Athletics will be streaming live, and I'm certain those who have DSTV perhaps will be watching this live. So, and we were blessed, like I said, we were blessed to be in Kapchorwa. We moved and we were able to see very many things in Kapchorwa. And talking about Kapchorwa, away from athletics, away from the running, Kapchorwa is a very beautiful place. It's one of those places I'll tell you, I'll say you should put on your list of places I must visit before I die. Kapchorwa is beautiful, the Sipi Falls, and the terrain, the hills, the roads are nice, and then, you know, in the night, the street lights are really beautiful. It's one of those places you should really think of visiting. It's nice. And then when you get the chance to go up to the up to the high altitude training center, very beautiful stuff, really beautiful. I will always say, go and visit Kapchorwa. Don't be a Ugandan especially, and you don't know some of these places. There are many. Uganda is a very beautiful country. Yes, that is about Kapchorwa. So back to the running. I was lucky enough to have interfaced with the Vice President of the Uganda Athletics Federation, the first Vice President administration, and that's Mr. Lawrence. He was kind enough to give us an interview, and Lawrence Kavuma, and let's listen to what he had to say to us, because this interview happened a few weeks back.
Generally, the athletes are fine. The coaches are handling them very well, and they have not had any injury so far. They are responding positively to the training, and I can see very good fruits out of our sweat. We have the senior men, we have the junior men, we have the senior women, and we have the junior women. And also we have the relay team. The relay team is composed of 2 women and 2 men. So you recall that in 2017, that's when we started the relay team in cross country, and it started here in Uganda, in Kampala, when we were at Tororo. So now it is on the calendar of World Athletics Cross Country Championship. On that competition, it's on. We're the pioneers of it. Now, when it comes to training, I'm happy. The athletes, first of all, they like the training. They have been going through the instructions given to them by our able coaches. We have Coach Demai Francis and Coach Grace, the lady. They are here handling the team very, very seriously. We are happy that yesterday we were visited by the president of Uganda Athletics Federation, Mr. Dominic Otuchet, and the Secretary General of Uganda Athletics Federation, Madam Beatrice Aikoro. They were here, they talked to the athletes, and the morale boosted them, telling them that they are the defending champions. Now, talking of defending champions, remember when we were in Denmark, that was 2019. Yes, 2019. The senior men came 1-2. In other words, we had the gold and we also had the silver. This is very serious for us. We would have loved, of course, to have gold, silver, and bronze. But if you watch the race on YouTube, you'll see that we narrowly missed also the bronze. But the whole world currently is looking at us. They want to see how we are going to perform, because we are the defending champions in one of the major races of the cross country. That is the senior men. And let me tell you, I want to assure you, we are going to defend this title. Of course, we come here at the High Altitude Training Center. We've been to Teriet, we ran there, and then where we are, and it's a very good place, this camp where we are, TBI. The conditions are very conducive. The athletes are getting their meals as it's stipulated on the menu, and also the sleep is very good. And basically they have whatever they need for as far as training is concerned, and that's very great from Uganda Athletics Federation. And remember, it's part of our strategic plan to develop cross-country to a very broad base. Now, if you look at the number of athletes that we have currently, we were just limited by numbers. Otherwise, we would have taken a lot of athletes in each category I've mentioned. But because we are limited by numbers, we have to take the numbers that are stipulated. But otherwise, cross-country running is growing very, very, very fast in Uganda. If you look at the recent competition that we had in Tororo, you saw the turn-up. The turn-up was very, very, very big from all over the country, by the way. Because some people think that running is only in Isebei, long-distance running is only in Isebei. No! We had people from the western region, we had people from the central region, we had people from the north. They all turned up. So there is the rate at which running as a sport is growing in Uganda is very high. You will now hear people are talking of marathon everywhere, marathon, marathon. There is no week that passes without us having a marathon in any part of the country. Be it for that cause or for that cause, people are running, and that is a very good sign showing that running is growing in Uganda. Our strategic plan is doing a very good job. We planned it, and we are following it, and we are seeing the fruits coming.
Yes, that was our Vice President, Mr. Lawrence Kavuma. And if I pick out the things he said, very importantly, Uganda, we are the defending champions in the senior men's. Actually, this is something that you would call a rematch. The champion from Aarhus, Denmark, was Joshua Cheptegei. The silver medalist from Denmark was Jacob Kiplimo. The bronze medalist is Geoffrey Kamoro from Kenya. And the three men are back in Australia to battle again. So this is like a rematch of the kind. So our team is really, we are blessed to have both Joshua and Jacob fit, but we are also blessed to have many other senior men, many others who have come through the junior ranks, and they are now in. I will be reading to you the whole team shortly, but it's a good. The training in Kapchora was good. They had a good time. The Trinity Bible Institute, where they were staying, is way off town, and it was really, 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 really conducive for any person that is preparing for anything important. So now the next person we're going to listen to is the one who was with them as the head coach and is still with them in Australia. The head coach, who is none other than Mr. Francis Demai. He was with the team. He did what the coaches do. And let's take a few minutes and listen to the comment. Let's get that comment from Francis Demai.
The camp was officially opened on the 9th of January, and as I talk now, all the athletes have come, and notably the athletes who are senior here. I have Cheptegei Joshua and also Kiplimo. And when you look at the team here, majority of them are coming for the first time. And I'm sure Ugandans will always be asking questions that these are people who are not there. But to me, as a coach, we are really growing. And the people who are in the camp, I have a lot of trust in them because we have tested them in so many. And by the way, these are people who had also been going for international games. And they have been scoring good results for us. And that's why I have a lot of hope. Our other athletes who are not being featured here, it means that we are also replacing. We are progressing, we are growing. That's the word I can use. Because if we see the new people now in the team, it means that there is a progress in our field in bringing up athletes. That is my. And also we have actually the categories of these athletes. We have the senior athletes, the male or the men. And then we have the senior women also. Among the senior women, we have also Chesang, Stella, who has been a senior in that. And then we have also Doreen. Most of the women have been actually in the team for long. Then we also have the senior men and, the junior men and junior women. They are also doing well. And some of them have been also attending international competition. So they have that experience. So that, then we have also the relay team. And mainly the relay team comprises of actually senior athletes. Musagala, then Abu Mayanja. Then on the side of ladies, the two ladies, I have Achiro Knight, who is also senior because she had been there for All Africa in Mauritius last year. The only person who is coming for the first time on the scene is Linda, but I'm sure she's going to cope up. So these are the key athletes I can bring out their names. And when I look at the environment here, it's a very conducive environment. We are very far from the center of the town. So the management of athletes is very simple because everything we are provided for. That is what we can do. I can say much about this place. There is nothing that we are lacking in conclusion.
Yes, that was our head coach, Francis Demai. He was with them. He was there, and he's still there with them. I wish you the best, coach. I hope that whatever knowledge you imparted on the athletes will come out to be. We hope that, for me as a person, it's my hope and prayer that we do not only focus on the senior men. Yes, the senior men, we know we have some very strong people in there, but also the junior ranks and also the women on the women's side. I pray and hope that our women will also stand tall and be counted, you know, among the champions, among the winners. I hope, I pray, I wish that you're in the best shape of your life, and I wish that we get to you give us smiles. We as fans, the best we can do is to smile and be happy when you win. We also happened to meet and talk with the lady coach, Stella Chesang, who was there for you know, she is a woman and she understands the women better. And she, having been a national athlete also, she speaks to them from experience. She's been through that. She represented Uganda. She's been all over the place. So she speaks from experience, and she knows what these young girls are going through. And I'm very happy that Team Uganda is blessed. We were really blessed. The number of girls, both the junior and the senior ranks, full house, apart from the visa issues. And when I'm to talk about the visa issues, I wish that World Athletics thinks about this. Sometimes I do not know what the visa requirements were that some people miss out on getting visas and others get. I think we should consider, maybe we should talk to the host nations whenever we have international functions. Let these visa restrictions be well understood, easy to understand by all parties involved. Otherwise, it is really, 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 really saddening. I imagine if I were the athlete, I have gone through all the trainings, I have done everything, I've done my part, and then I am told I cannot travel because my visa has issues. What issues? I am not responsible for them. It really hurts. If I were an athlete, I think I would really, really be hurt. So World Athletics, I wish you could intervene in some of these things and help us. I repeat, it is not good, especially to the athletes and also to us as a country. And it's not just Uganda. I also had similar issues in Kenya. I think I also had similar issues in Ethiopia, but eventually I think the Ethiopians got cleared. I don't know what other countries. And I mean, these are the three biggest, Uganda, Kenya, Ethiopia are the biggest, what can I say? We are the #1 competitors. We compete amongst ourselves. I can boast about it because, yes, I'm Ugandan, talking from Uganda. Let's listen to our lady coach, Grace Chesang. I'm not quarreling.
I'm so grateful to be in this camp, and I'm so grateful to be in this team because this is among the youngest team I've ever trained. It is like when I started running, I was also young like them. There are challenges, there are other things we pass as girls when we are young. We lack experience sometimes the language. Because at that age, one time I was like them. When I qualified for the World Cross, which was in France, and I was very young, I had to be left outside because I was young, and I was in P4. English was not there also for me to understand anything. The same to the girls I have here now. Most of them are in primary levels, but they are talented, they are strong, they have that heart to compete, and I'm so grateful with them. We have been training well. They are showing a lot of desire to win, and I know they will do it. Our discipline here is okay, and everything is okay in this camp, the way I see. And I hope whatever we have taught them, whatever they are still learning, they will use it, and we shall have a great competition and good performance in Australia.
Yes, that was that was our coach. Yes, she speaks from experience. Like I said, she was there. The first time she qualified to represent Uganda, she couldn't even speak English. So you can see what this means to the athletes. And if they are this young, they need a lot of guidance, and she is there to guide them. So who is who on the Uganda national team to Australia? Our senior men, of course, I will start from the senior men, where we are the defending champion. So the pressure is actually on Team Uganda to perform. And it is not one of it's not one of those positions you want to be in when you are the defending champion. The pressure is on you. Everyone is looking at you. Everyone wants to see what you're going to do. Will you defend? Because remember, the senior men is usually the climax of things. And it's usually that one event that we look out towards. You know, people, because you've matured from the junior ranks, you're now senior, and, you know, it's brutal. It's brutal, I tell you. So the world is looking at Uganda. Are we going to be able to do another 1-2? Are we going to medal? Are we not going to medal? Can we do a 1-2-3 or no? Can we? Of course, it's my wish that we do a 1-2-3. In fact, if we could do 1-2-3, 4-5-6, I would even be very happy. Then that would be, I think that would be a very good record that we would have set for ourselves. But it is not. It's one thing to get to the top. It's another thing to maintain. So my prayer is that Team Uganda go get this. So who is who in our team? We have the defending champion, Joshua Cheptegei, the gold medalist from Denmark. We have Kiplimo Jacob, who was number 2, silver medalist in the last event. So then we have Kiprotich Magengo, who is the national champion. When the federation organized the national cross-country championships in Tororo, from which the national team was selected, this gentleman, Kiprotich Magengo, was the champion that time. We also have the 2 Kibets, the 3 Kibets, Kibet Rogers, Kibet Isaac, and Kibet Samuel. Now, Kibet Samuel is the reigning world mountain climbing champion from Thailand in 2022. He went there. He's a world champion. So we have world champions in this team. And I think surely something will come out. Team Uganda, bravo. Go on, win. So, senior women, we have our 6 ladies, Rispa. These are experienced athletes. These are tried and tested. And it's my prayer and wish that, yes, they can medal. If we can have the very first female medal in the World Cross Country Championships, I will be very happy. Then we have the junior men's team, okay? These are also budding athletes. Before you know it, they will be in the senior category. We have Kiprop Kenneth, we have Chemutai Hosea, we have Kibet Dan, and then we have the 3 who did not get visas. You see, these are the pains I'm talking about. You have Chelogoi Feb, we have Kibet Allan, we have Rotich Sailas. They did not get visas. So you can see we are deprived of taking a full team. We have the athletes, they have been training, but for visa issues, they can't make the team. So we have our junior women also. These are really young girls. We have Cherop Risper. We have Chebet Peace, Cherop Charity. We have Yeko Bentali. In 2017 in Kololo, the mixed relay was inaugurated from here when we Uganda hosted the World Cross Country Championships, and we have a team in the world. We have a team tomorrow that is representing us. We have the two gentlemen, Ronald Musagala. We have Abu Mayanja. We have Achiro Knight. And then we have Chebet Linda, who are going to participate. And hopefully we can also medal there. Because I know, especially Musagala, these are very, very seasoned athletes. These are specialists in the 1,500 meters, and they have the strength, they have the power, and I'm certain they should be able to pull this off. At least they should be able to do something. Okay? We have our officials, the people that have accompanied this team. I'm happy to say our president, Mr. Dominic Otuchet, is the team manager. He has traveled with the team. Of course, the head coach is Demai Francis. And then we have Mr. Njia Benjamin. Njia Benjamin is also one of the national coaches. I didn't mention his name earlier on, but he is also the vice president of Uganda Athletics Federation Technical. So he's both in the hierarchy of the federation as well as being a coach. He really does a good job with these athletes up there, up in Kapchoro. We have Mr. Quinto Ding, but he is also doubling as the physiotherapist. So he's tending to the athletes. So he's quite busy. You want to see the physical, strength. You want to see the athletes, strong and, So basically, this is a team that is going to represent us tomorrow in Australia. I wish you luck. I wish you the best of luck. I wish and pray that there should be no condition that bars Team Uganda from winning the medals that are due to them. And I know we can perform. I know God is with us. I know we will do something. So first off on the program by World Athletics tomorrow at 5:30 CET, we will start off with the mixed relay. Now the mixed relay has, of course, two men and two women, and I do not know how the order will be, but wait and watch on TV. You'll see, and it's a very, 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 very enjoyable venture, seeing men and women on the same team. How you position your team, I don't know how it will be. So then after that, we will have the junior women take on the tough. It's very tough. I was told the Australians have organized a very, very challenging route, which I pray for Team Uganda and everybody else competing. Then after the junior women, of course, we have the junior men's race. Then we go to the senior women's race, and then thereafter the senior men will close the day. But of course, the organizers have organized many other activities in the run up to this particular activity. There are many other things. I saw the program, and there are so many things that they'll be doing. That is theirs, and it is something that every host nation can choose to do. But I'm happy to say that Uganda, this I think might be arguably one of our, if not our biggest representation out away from Uganda. And we have seen cross-country running grow, and it is growing, and it's growing, and it's growing. My prayer is with the team. I hope that we will medal, and we will celebrate, and we will enjoy. Thank you very much for joining us today. We have done this live from the studios here in Mbuya. I want to say thank you to the technical team around here. Thank you very much to James. These are people who are always behind the scenes. You don't see them here, but they do a lot of work to ensure that you can watch us. Thank you, James, producer. Thank you to our executive producer, who is Joseph Lutwa. Thank you to my colleague Mildred Gamba, and big ups to everybody that has made this possible, everyone that has made the trip for Ugandans, for Uganda's team possible. Thank you so much to the government for the facilitation, and very big thank you to the Uganda Athletics Federation. Thank you for all that you have done for these athletes. Thank you for making us happy. Thank you for making us proud. May God be with us. This is UG Athletics. Subscribe to our channel, like our channel. You'll click on the notifications button. Get notified every time we go live, every time we have many stories to bring to you, because we focus on highlighting the stories, the plight of the Ugandan athlete. UG Athletics, bye-bye. My name is Francis Onyango.
Plum. It is cookie, right? You cook it, and cookie gets them. They start from here. They start slowly. But I'm seeing the way they are doing adjustment. Like one look is